We cannot hope to keep out the new people entirely, or they'd form their own society that would exclude us. You know this.
Yes. And if it looks as if her children might make decent marriages...
They'll make decent marriages without our help. They're good looking and they smell of money. The sweetest scent I know.
All right. That was a clip from The Gilded Age. Of course, season finale airs on HBO. The series is such a hit that it's already been picked up for a second season. Yes.
Very exciting news for those of us who are big fans. With us now to talk about it is three-time Tony Award winner Nathan Lane. Nathan, thank you for being with us.
The studio.
Wow, what a crowd. Wow, that's my favorite scene of the whole season with the great Donna Murphy. I just love that scene.
Well, we love Ward McAllister with his Savannah, Georgia accent.
Yes.
What was that like for you mastering it? It had to be fun.
Well, yeah, it is fun. We had a great dialect coach, Howard Samuelson, who helped everyone with sort of the period dialect, and then and myself in particular, because you know, not many people, I think, were aware that Ward McAllister was a real historical figure, and some people seem to assume I've made up this whole thing with the facial hair and the southern accent, but that's what he was. And yeah, his accent is very particular to Savannah, Georgia, and you have to be careful not to veer off into Yosemite Sam or Bill Clinton the other way. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. So it's very specific to Georgia, and it's very reminiscent of, I don't know if people remember, all of my references are old now, but Oliver Hardy of Laurel and Hardy had that sort of, he would say, certainly, which sort of sounds like Brooklyn, but is Georgia. Yeah, it was great fun to play him.
It's funny how you brought it all in. Did you know this is a Georgia girl? I'm an Arkansas boy.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Clinton in there.
And they call it the War of Northern Aggression, you know, in Georgia.
Yeah, that's and see, I didn't even plan that. It just magically happened. I sensed you were from Arkansas and Georgia.
Ward McAllister, though, like you said, guy from Savannah, ended up in New York, kind of ran things, if you will. But you said he was ran things when it came to this high society thing. But you said he, the art of social climbing, mastered it. What do you think about this idea of what he actually, the real character actually did? He kind of said this person is special, this person isn't.
Yeah. No, he took snobbery to new heights. And he and Mrs. Astor, who was sort of the doyenne of high society, decided America needed some guidance and wanted to form their own aristocracy based on the European aristocracy. And it was all about what he used to call the 3 Bs, birth, background, and breeding, which is also how you win the American Kennel Club dog show. But he was, you know, in person, he apparently was a very charming Southerner, you know, who was the life of the party. And he sort of went off on a tour of Europe with his wife for 2 years and learned all of these, you know, about cuisine and wines and party throwing, and came back with all that information. And so he then, of course, went to New York, and through the auspices of Mrs. Astor, they decided to try and create what he referred to as the 400. Yeah. This list of people who would, which was essentially the capacity of Mrs. Astor's ballroom, who would be comfortable in that world.
Wow. I mean, it is such an incredible show. New York is also on full display, which is so fun to watch. And you're in another show set here in New York. It's called Only Murders in the Building.
Right.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's Steve Martin and Marty Short's show, and adorable Selena Gomez. And yes, I've just been finishing the second season of that. And well, it's just a joy, you know, to be paid to hang out with Steve and Marty, and who I've known for a very long time, and the writing is so great on that show, and it was, you know, we just had the best time.
And if folks haven't seen that, now this is one I streamed right through. You couldn't stop watching. So when is the second season of that? Because I love that show.
I don't know when exactly it starts, but they're just about finished with the filming the second season.
Well, hey. Hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.